what it was like when Dak showed up in the building today and just kind of seeing him, but knowing now this is kind of, you have to move on from here and go on without him?
It was just like a breath of fresh air just seeing him today, just to get to touch him, talk to him, and hear his voice and see what his spirit like. And I know he's going to fight, and I know he's going to get through this, and he'll be back in no time.
Did you call or by the house on to check up on him other than seeing him today?
No, I ain't have time out to do all that. I mean, we got to be at work. I got to work. He been in the hospital. He been having surgery, so I haven't had time to do none of that.
We saw the video that a bunch of guys put together that the team released about wins before and all that stuff. How much is that actually, hey, let's win for Dak? Is that an actual rallying cry for this team?
I mean, yeah, we doing it. We posting it. We making videos. We're gonna do it. We Dak is our brother. We love him, and we hate the way that it happened in the game on Sunday. So we know how much this game mean to him. We know how much the team mean to him. So we're gonna fight for him.
What positives can you take off that Giants game moving forward?
Positives, definitely, getting turnovers on defense, putting points on the board from the defensive side of the ball, and us overcoming Dak injury and still pulling out the win. I feel like those were two big points in the game, and we could build off that going into this game Monday night.
Did you feel as a group, did you start to see some improvement on the defensive side of the ball as that game went along, just as far as consistent pressure and guys being on the same page a little bit more maybe than they've been at times over the course of the first early part of the season?
Yes, I feel like we're a little bit more fundamentally sound that game, but we still have some room to improve on being fundamentally sound because there still was some things that need to be corrected. But I feel like we taking that step. We getting on the board now. We got a touchdown last game. We need more turnovers to win the turnover ratio. But other than that, I feel like we taking our steps.
See any difference with Nolan on the field in comparison to being up in the box in terms of helping you guys?
For the most part, yeah, because we get to talk to him face to face rather than being on the phone, and you could just feel his energy and his vibe and where he's coming from on if we messed up or if he liked what we did out there, and he could tell us face to face instead of talking over the phone. So that's definitely a big help for us from the sideline.
How much do you think meeting as an entire defense kind of helps get everybody on the same page?
I think it helps a lot because I get to see what the D-line doing and the linebackers doing and what's their responsibility compared to me just being in the defensive back room looking at all the defensive backs. So now when I'm on the field, I'll know what to expect out of my linebacker and my D-line, and I could tell them, I could correct them now because we doing these meetings together and everybody knows what everybody's job is.
How do you feel after a break and coming back in?
How do I feel?
Yeah, take a while to kind of get back into game action or game ready?
Not really. I feel pretty good. I mean, I still was working out and everything when I was out, and but it definitely feels good to be back. It feels great to be back actually, and I'm just looking to build off last week and keep going.
Have you ever gone through something like that with the ribs? Was that the first time that you had a rib injury?
Yes, first time.
What? How did can you tell a little bit how it happened and just what it was like going through it?
It was just a freak play that happened in practice. This was back in week 2. At the end of practice, I kind of landed on one of the players' heels and kind of went in my ribs. It was just a freak accident.
When you look at tape this week, what stands out to you about Kyler Murray? What are the challenges he presents, and is he different than so many quarterbacks you face as far as what you try to do to contain him?
Yeah, Kyler is a great player, man. I look at him on film. Got great speed, got great arm strength. He's a smart player, and he's going to challenge us this week. So I think our biggest challenge would be keeping him in the pocket. Not letting him run all over the place. And on the back end, I think we need to plaster, stay on our guys, and let the front seven handle him.
How big is communication on the back end when you got a guy like Kyler Murray who can scoot out of the pocket like he can?
Communication will be big with Kyler or not. With anybody, I feel like it's going to be big. But it's going to be really big because, you know, he could go for 60, 70 real quick just like that. So we definitely need to be on our P's and Q's and make sure everybody knows what their responsibility is.
AB, those receivers each one of them does something well different from the others. Can you talk about how they complement each other?
Yeah, they got four good receivers that they put on the field consistently. You know, all of them have speed. You have Larry, who's been there for a long time. You got DeAndre Hopkins, new guy coming in from Houston, and you have Kirk and the rookie Isabella. All those guys got speed, and all those guys, you know, got a great route tree, great routes they can run. So we're gonna have to just make sure we do what we do, and I think we'll be fine.
You surprised Larry's still playing at this, as long as he's played?
I'm not surprised. You know, there's a lot of guys in the league who's doing that. You know, Larry's a true professional. He take care of his body. You know, he's a good guy, and I'm not surprised. I'm eager to go against him. This would be my second time.